Alrighty, well, let's try another game, another 10 plus 0. I'm white again. I'm going to try my Queen's Gambit move. We'll see how it moves. I don't know why I've been playing this so much. I just find it to be enjoyable. And this is the standard kind of setup that I run. Now, from here, this game, I'm definitely going to make sure I work on... I don't know. So here we go. What are we going to do? We could do... I think I'm going to do this. So I want to get this... Oh, man. This is ugly. I was just saying I wanted to get this dude out. So if I go here, he captures, I capture back, I'm still defended. If I go here, that blocks in this pawn, and this guy is stuck. Ugh, why do they do this to me? All right, we're just gonna go here. Ah, I could have gone with the knight. Why didn't I see that? I could have gone with a knight and defended it the same way. Ugh. This is why I lose. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna follow along with that roadmap. Now I don't know what he's gonna do. Probably something like this. In which case, I'm just gonna go here or here. Probably with the bishop, I think. Because I think if I put the bishop there and that moves there, what else could he do? He could go like that to pin that knight. Yeah, which is fine. I've got it defended here. I am going to get these guys out and moving so that if he does do something like exactly that, I can bring this guy right. Well, actually, now that that's out and about, do we go here? I don't know if that's a good move or not. Technically... Alright, so I have an undefended piece. I could slide it back and get it defended. But then he can still do the trade, which gives me my rook free, because that's the thing I want to do. I have to defend this. So how do if I move it out of the way here, or I can, I think I'm just gonna go there. So it's defended now. So if he takes, it's defended. I can defend it. The concern I had was taking moves his queen here and gets that queen out. Whereas I'd like to get castled before we do any of that stuff. So, okay. That's a solid move. Note, I cannot move this pawn because that would leave this bishop undefended. Let me go ahead and castle. That's the smart move. Just castle. Now I've got a couple options. Because I can recapture here or I can recapture here. I think I'm going to go here. Because if he does this game and then I take, that is an undefended pawn. Have to be careful of positions like this where the bishop and the queen are in line. Because they can do some serious work if you're not careful. All right, now what's next? So I think next is this. I'm not in love with it. I want to get this alignment so that I can move this knight and put pressure on his queen. But I have to get this guy out of the way first. He's looking to push down and trap my queen. So let us here. And now these two guys are connected. This is my concern, is I want to get these guys connected, because if I'd moved this earlier, he could have taken, and I have nothing defending this rook. So I need something defending this rook. And now here he's going for the trap, right? So I'd have to move the queen backwards, right? Yeah. And notice I still have this pin about ready to happen. This is called an X-ray. I'm X-raying through my knight to his queen. And once I move this knight, aha. So now I'm going to get a free check. But what can I do with it? Nothing really. There's nothing really good about it. So if I move this guy here, and then I can turn around and move him here after the fact. See, I expose that. He either has to block or move his king. So this guy, this undefended piece is safe for now. But now that he's blocked, now what am I going to do? I think, what did I say? I'm going to go here and kind of force this trade. But I have to be careful. God, there's too many pieces moving. I can't keep track of everything. I got to watch out for something like that. He doesn't have anything to back it up yet. But if he gets this guy back around here... So I could take, and then he takes with there. I don't have any response to that. What if I were to go here? That puts pressure on his queen, which he has to move, which would then undefend. So that's what we're going to do. So it puts pressure on his queen. He now has to move his queen, which is the defender of this bishop. He could go here, and he could get a bishop and a rook for his queen. Is that enough compensation? I don't know. No, because I would recapture. So he has to move his queen, and in doing so, he'll undefend his... No, he's got this. Damn it, I missed that. He can take that pawn and still protect, and now my... No. What happens if I take that? That becomes protected. Yeah, so that's what we want. So now that's protected. If he takes, I'm protected. If he takes, I'm protected. This is getting complicated really fast, guys. Look at how far forward his queen is, and there's knights on the board. And man, knight moves are starting to make me nervous here, fellas. All right, so what the hell am I gonna do next? Pressure on his queen? What does that do? I've still got that covered. I've still got that. Oops, I've still got that covered. I need to get better with these things. So he's got to move his queen again. That is undefended. We've got an undefended piece, boys. Okay, so now I've got an undefended piece that I can attack. What happens if I go here? Now I'm going to start watching the time. If I go here... He can't take, he can't take, he can't take, he can't go anywhere. So now I'm attacking that, but I'm attacking that as well. So the only way to save that would be for him to do something. He could do... No, he can't go there. He could go here. Yeah, if he goes here, that would defend that. God, this got complicated real fast. But then what is he doing? Oh, I see. I see, I see, I see. He wants to take that as compensation. So now if I take here, get these lined off the board. If I take here, he takes there. My rook is now under attack. He's just going to take back there, right? And now what? What does doubling up do here, Joseph? If I double up here, he can't take that anymore. That rook is protected. So now see, again, the rooks, the power of the rooks working in pairs. Now, one of the things I have to be scared of is what's called a back rank issue. I only have one defender back here in the back rank, and this wall is going to become a liability if I'm not careful. I gotta get this guy out of here. So I've got to start getting one of these pawns out of the way so that. Yeah, he's looking. See, knight moves, man. He's coming here. That's fine. I don't know, dude. No. The goal of this... That was dumb. That was dumb, Joe. I should have moved this up so I can get this bishop back here so I can get a line, a target down here for checkmate. That's not going to happen, though. Okay. I got to start worrying about time now, guys. So I got to start playing faster, which is where things get ugly. But the goal of this move was so I can protect this square so that when I move the knight there, to eventually move the knight over here somewhere. But if I can get it here, I can prop it up with something like that, give it a little protection to it. That's what I'm thinking. So I want my knight here. I want a little bit of protection on it, maybe like that. But right now, if I move it here... no, I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Because I can... No, I'm safe. I got to move it right back there. Damn it. So now I'm just responding to my opponent's move. My opponent is the one that's on the attack. I'm on the defense. So I got to be careful a little bit here. I'd like to figure out a way to... Everything's defended, though. We keep moving things. Everything's defended. I'm going to try to mess up this structure here. I don't know, guys. I don't. This is where we're done with all the principles of everything. We're done with everything that we know how to do. I'm sort of making it up as I go along, hoping for something to pop its head out. And just like that, I drop a piece. No, I'm still safe. Because if I took this, then my protection over here is gone. So I need to find another way to do this. I may have made a mistake. He has got a dangerous pawn that I have to be careful of. The good news is if he goes down here, I can take it that way. Yep. He's going to probably slide. No, he can't. That was a mistake on his part. he can take there, and I'll take back there. Oh. Huh. I think we'll gobble up a pawn. This knight is going to come here. I'm almost guaranteeing it. So he can threaten checkmate. Oh, okay. So I think I will do this. That's defended by that. Here. These knight moves, man, they get me every time. Knights freak me out because I just don't know where they're going to go. So this is defending this, so I'm safe here, so we can't take either one of those. This is exposed, but it's now eyeing up this guy that's got it. So back rank issues. Okay, so this is a trap. If I take, right now I need to do that. What will happen is he takes here, puts me in check, which I have to take this way. And then he goes here, puts me in check again. And if that hadn't moved, yeah, you see how that works out? My only escape route was there. So I screwed up somewhere. I almost got checkmated for it. I screwed up somewhere. That's all right. So I'm low on time, not the end of the world. I probably should have pushed that up instead. That's all right. At this point, I would take a draw. I'm kind of up a little bit, but not really. Queen and rook versus... I can just do that, right? We each have 3 pawns, but now I'm up the exchange, as they call it, a rook for a knight. And he's about to lose this knight unless he can get forced. No, he can't. No, he can't. This might get close. This could get close. Notice my rook is defended. Always try to keep an eye on you're defending your pieces. Make your things work for you. Make everything work together. Anytime you can move a piece and keep it defended at the same time, that's the trick. That guy John Bartholomew, he talks about that quite a bit. Is find ways to defend pieces, over defend pieces any way you can. Yeah, this is going to get tight here at the end. If I were right now, I'm thinking all I got to do is take there. And that's... I probably actually will go this way to force him to trade the queen. I wouldn't force him. He may have left. No way. God, this was a tight game. It may... Look, it may be a different game completely than what I'm thinking in my head. But this got a little hairy, and I may have made a few mistakes. So he's got this check here. Okay. Now what? Now... There's probably a way to checkmate him. I can't think of it right now. Let's force a trade. I'm going to pre-move that. So if he captures, I immediately capture back and save the time. So I'm ahead on material now. All I got to do is use my rook. I've got a free rook here. I just got to do stuff like this, get a few checks in. So I won on time. in that case, but I had a full rook to his none. So we each had an equal number of pawns. I had a rook. Smarter, better people would know how to make this checkmate work. I would have to work for it, and with 30 seconds left, I don't know that I could. So let's take a quick analysis, a quick walk through the game. Queen's Gambit accepted. You can see these are all the other games that proceeded exactly like this. This is a move that I'm not familiar with. I don't know this, whatever this is. So the engine says, basically all the moves that we were talking about. The bishop, the pawn, and the knight. I chose the pawn, and I'm kicking myself again. I wish I'd done the knight. Oh well. He took immediately. This is something we could have done. We could have done that early queen trade again, where I take here, and doesn't force him to, but it encourages him to take the queen trade. What else did we see? Yeah, so again, on this line, just go ahead and take that pawn back like I did, fix my gambit, and the nice thing was I was able to move this right back. The other line I was looking at, so the engine says I made... Oh, okay. So here's a line that I didn't consider, moving this bishop out. So this is like we talk about the principal moves. It gets a piece out. So I ended up going a different route. I went that piece, which is, the engine says it's fine. But the engine said this is an interesting move I had not considered. Because the one thing is overloading. The only defender of this pawn here is this rook. This knight, excuse me. But this knight is blocked in. So if for some reason this guy had found a way to put pressure on this, let's say he'd gone something like that. I don't know if that's a good move or not. It's obviously not. But if he had found a way to attack this pawn, I have no defender of this pawn other than this knight, and this knight is stuck. I can't move it because it's pinned by check. Whereas this move is a little... It's the same though. I mean, it's the same though, right, Joe? Yeah, it's the same. Because you can't move it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but you get the idea. Is you do have to, like, don't have to. This is my thought process as I go through it. So, and then here, yeah, the engine says definitely trade. The top 3 engine moves, if it looks at the 3 best lines for me, it says trade. Oh no, it does. Ooh, that's interesting. I went with the hide it away line, and the computer says it was not a great move. It's not a bad move, but not a great move. Another thing you can see is these games have all been played before, right up until here. So once I made this move of hiding my bishop back, from here on there was no game in the thing. So from here on, there are no historical games to choose from to decide. So that move that I made was a brand new move. Nobody had ever made it before on Lichess. In the however many years Lichess has been a service, and all of the games that Lichess has, that move has never been made, which is incredible to think about. We're only on move 8. No. Yeah, we're only on move 8, and it's a brand new game. Let's see what else. Standard moves. Yeah, so what did the engine say about this? Take with the queen or take with the pawn? Okay, so taking with the queen was significantly better than taking with the pawn. Look at this. A 2-point swing. Oops, whoops, wrong button, Joseph. So taking with the queen was significantly better. So the engine says I've got a significant lead over here. I just don't see it. Like, the engine says I'm up, 2.5. I just don't see it. Yeah, the engine is clearly warning me to get my queen out of there, but wow. Why is that so strong? Because either we can just trade, right? Or you have to run away. Why would I do that when you can take that? Oh, because I've got it defended there. Okay. See, these are the things that I don't see. The engine says, oh, you should do it this way. These are things that I try to learn and not memorize so much, but try to recognize if I see it later. So I went here. The engine did not like that. So the engine says that I had a 4-point advantage and I threw it away with that move. So the engine says that was not smart, Joe. It really wanted me to push that pawn. Man. Or get this pawn out from inside get this bishop out from inside this congestion. So, I didn't see it. Oh well. Now it's asking me to do a quick sacrifice here because that. Oh, because then. Boy, I don't see. Because I can pick up this check here. I don't see it. This says checkmate in 4. So that's what this little notation here means. This notation means checkmate in 4. Wow. So if he had taken that, checkmate in 4, I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. Actually, well, I see some of it. And then move this out of the way wherever. Pick the best route. Because then he just take that and puts me in. Oh, but then I can come back here, right? Interesting. Wow. And now notice this pawn here is barricading this. This knight is barricading these. So slide this guy up here. Because now all of these are cut off. He's protected, so the king can't take him. Any move you make, and then I've got multiple options here for check. Oh, I would have done it wrong. I was thinking something like this. But that gives him an out. Interesting. See, these are the patterns that I don't see that I wish I did see better. Okay, so let's go back here to the actual game at hand. So I moved out of the way, and then yes, the game immediately says, as soon as he went there, I have something. I went about it a different way. The game says, go ahead up here, take the pawn. Wow, I don't see that at all, man. Oh, that's the route we just saw. That's fine. So I went this way, which is still a huge advantage, the engine says. I have a huge advantage here. Guys, I just did not see this. Look at this. This queen, if this queen can get here, see, we don't have rooks connected. This is why connecting rooks is one of the principal moves. If this queen makes it to the back rank, there's nothing to stop it. Well, now that there's this guy, well, it's pinned. No, see, it's pinned. That knight can't move. So there's nothing to stop if this queen gets to the back rank. So we have to get this knight out of the way. We have to get castled so that these two knights can protect the back row. So I jumped back like this. Oh, right. This was my grand plan, remember? To maneuver my knight all the way over to here so I could put pressure on this guy. And the game says I started off strong, but really it wasn't me. It was just my opponent made an error that I did not capitalize. I did not see it. Look at this. It goes from a 10-point victory, which is an overwhelming at that point. 10 points is what the chess engines will forfeit on. A chess engine that says, I have a 10-point advantage, says, give me the win, or a chess engine that says, I have lost a 10-point, or I'm down by 10 points, will automatically resign. So 10-point is huge. And the game says I had it, and the reason the game says I had it is because of this right here. Yeah, because the threat of this back row is what it's all about. Wow, that's so powerful. I didn't realize it. But that's what it is, the power of these connected rooks. All right, so that's something that we learned. That was a good move. See, the engine liked that one, but I still threw it away somewhere. I'm gonna have to go through this in a little bit longer detail and figure out where I almost threw this game, because the engine says I should have won this one easily, and yet, oh, it didn't like that double up, did it? Man. Yeah, see, my advantage keeps whittling away. Wow, that was a big one, a big spike. Oh no, it just found a better line. Okay. Yeah, see, I'll have to go through this in greater detail. Wow, look at this. Yeah. So I went from here to here. All of a sudden, my advantage drop back down to a 1, which in my book, a 1-point advantage is not very because of the mistakes we make. So I have some major mistakes in this game, opportunities that I 100% missed. It turns out I was lucky and I got the win, but man, my opponent's mistakes, I did not capitalize at all. Yeah, see, this was a huge mistake on his part. I even said it during the time, that was a huge mistake on his part. I don't think he saw this knight. Knight moves, man. Knight moves will get you every time. Oh, see, I could have put some pressure on him too. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for this game, guys. I'll... Ooh, I missed another one. Wow, look at that. See, I was just saying I have to move this pawn because I've got back rank issues. But I don't, because I can just eliminate the back rank issues right there. No, because, well, he's now in check. And then what? Now it's my, now what? If I were to do something stupid, let's say I were to, look at this. So this is a winning game. If I were to do something stupid like take that, then he just goes here, right? Oh no, because I can block and I'm defending it. Okay, so I've got some learning to do. I've got some studying to do to figure out exactly where this game went from good to bad. I've got to look at these opportunities a little better, but this is kind of my routine. When I play a chess match, when I play a game, I'll kind of go back and look at some of this stuff. I am not an expert at analyzing games. I probably don't analyze them correctly, but this is my method, and it's gotten me from, well, a grand whopping 1300, which is not great, mind you. It's still in the bottom groupings. I mean, it's still like bronze tier, but whatever. I have learned a lot, and whether I can apply that in the moment, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep doing this little by little and try to get better. All right, thanks, guys.